Welcome to Level 1 of 10 Paradoxes. Let's begin with a simple question, one that gently bends the mind. Imagine a quiet town with only one barber. This barber follows a single rule. He shaves everyone who does not shave themselves, and no one else. If a man shaves himself, the barber does not shave him. If a man does not shave himself, the barber must shave him. And now, a gentle puzzle. Who shaves the barber? If the barber shaves himself, then he breaks his own rule. If he does not shave himself, then according to the rule, he must. Both answers lead us in circles. The calm conclusion is simple. A barber like this cannot logically exist. And that is Level 1. Now, breathe and drift with me into Level 2. This is called the liar paradox. A sentence is written on a page. It reads, "This statement is false." If the statement is true, then it must be false. If it is false, then it must be true. There is no rush to solve it. Simply notice how the mind loops and let it go. That is Level 2. Welcome to Level 3. From ancient Greece, a story of motion and time. Achilles races a tortoise. The tortoise begins with a small head start. Each time Achilles reaches the tortoise's last position, the tortoise has moved slightly forward. Again and again, the distances shrink, yet the steps never seem to end. And yet, in reality, Achilles does pass the tortoise. The paradox dissolves when we understand that infinite steps can still take finite time. Now, Level 4. A prisoner is told he will be executed on a surprise day. He reasons carefully, eliminating each possible day. By logic alone, he convinces himself it cannot happen. And yet, when the day arrives, he is truly surprised. Sometimes, logic and expectation do not walk together. Level 5. A crocodile makes a promise based on a prediction. The prediction refers to the promise itself. No matter what choice is made, a contradiction appears. These paradoxes are not meant to be solved tonight. They are meant to be noticed. Welcome to Level 6. This one is called the Ship of Theseus. Imagine an ancient ship resting quietly in a harbor. Over time, its wooden planks begin to decay. One by one, each plank is replaced, slowly, carefully, until eventually, every piece of the original ship has been changed. And yet, the ship still floats in the same place. It serves the same purpose. It carries the same name. Is it still the same ship? Now imagine something more. All the old planks are gathered and reassembled into a second ship, identical to the original. Now there are two ships. Which one is truly the Ship of Theseus? This paradox invites us to rest with a quiet question. What makes something itself? And now, gently, we move on. Welcome to Level 7. The grandfather paradox. Imagine traveling back in time to a moment before your grandfather ever became a parent. If you prevent that future, you erase your own existence. But if you never existed, how could you have traveled back at all? Some say time resists change. Others say new timelines quietly branch away. Some say the universe simply wouldn't allow it. Let the question drift. There is no need to solve it tonight. Welcome to Level 8, the paradox of the heap. Picture a heap of sand. Remove one grain. It is still a heap. Remove another. Still a heap. Continue. Slowly, grain by grain. At what moment does the heap stop being a heap? Words like heap, tall, bald, they have no sharp edges. This paradox reminds us that reality often fades gently from one state to another, without clear borders. And now, level 9, the omnipotence paradox. Imagine a being with unlimited power. Could it create a rock so heavy that it could not lift it? If yes, there is something it cannot do. If no, there is still something it cannot do. Perhaps power itself must follow logic. Or perhaps the question dissolves when we stop forcing contradictions. Let the thought soften. And finally, level 10, the raven paradox. All ravens are black. Seeing a black raven feels like confirmation. But logic says a red apple also confirms it, because it is a non-black thing that is not a raven. Strange and quietly unsettling. What truly counts as evidence? What does it mean to know something? These paradoxes are not puzzles to solve tonight. They are gentle waves for the mind to float upon. Let the questions fade. Let the thoughts slow. You don't need answers, only rest. We have reached the end of the archive for tonight. If you are still awake and you found a moment of peace in these questions, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us keep the library open. But for now, let the logic fade. Close your eyes and sleep well.